Bobby and Vinny here from Peak Performance Academy, and today's Coach's Corner, health markers. So point number one on health markers, the reason we're doing this video is because we want to look a little bit deeper and let you guys know what kind of standpoint we come from when it comes to your health and fitness. It's not always priority to just focus on what you're doing in the gym or what we're doing nutritionally wise. Okay, we just need to look at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is your health markers. That's a huge thing. So that's the first thing we're going to look at when we're doing a consultation with a client. The number one thing that we all really focus in on is stress, because in people's lives now, between busy jobs, busy work life, as I say, busy family life, and just running and racing all the time, the stress can play a massive part in their daily life. So we would look at that straight away. When you look at stress raises our stress hormone, which is cortisol. Raised cortisol doesn't work well when a person comes to us and they're trying to drop body fat. They're trying to change their body composition. So we need to look at that, lower their stress level, their cortisol level, and basically try to get them on a level playing field that at least are starting their goal, and they have a chance of achieving it, because stress will have huge implications on strength within the gym, will have huge implications on nutrition and nutrition choices, and also on family life and work life, and that's going to play a massive part of starting your journey on changing something within your life if it's to do with fitness and nutrition. So stress, I have read in many papers, I heard it being called the silent killer, which can be a huge thing, and people that we see on a daily basis, stress seems to be coming in more and more. We're all seeing that in the especially last 6 months.
Point number two is sleep. So sleep is nearly just as important as stress. So you can have your training in the gym on point, you can have your nutrition down to the T, but if you're not sleeping enough, you're not going to be recovered. Your recovery is key, and sleeping you are recovered. Like, any recommendations there, because some people be different, so between 6 to 8 hours for everyone. It's like you're relaxing your sleep, that's where you're recovering, you're in your parasympathetic. And without, people might feel like, they might not be losing any weight and they feel like they're doing everything right. But if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to see the results you want, because your body can't recover from the stress you put on it from the training, or the stress you put on it from being in a calorie deficit through your diet. So sleep is key.
That brings us on to point number 3, is your blood pressure and your resting heart rate. They're two health markers that are really important. Just as a general guide, when a person comes to us, we will always kind of look at checking their blood pressure. That gives us kind of an insight into number 1, stress. Number 2, you could also play into sleep as well, because if we're finding that their blood pressure is not within the guidelines, it's obviously going to tell us a story that there's something going on there. Maybe they're overweight, that would be causing higher blood pressure, but we would look at it from the bigger picture and kind of take into account the person, and then from the reading we get, we can analyse back and kind of break it down into what we need to do. So then a simple thing that we would advise people to do is they can check their resting heart rate in the morning, and they maybe just check that over a week, and then kind of get an idea on certain days, is it higher or lower. And a lot of the time when your resting heart rate raises a lot, from a day-to-day basis, you're under-recovered from training, or you're overstressed. So that can be a big thing, and it can be an easy way just to track, to kind of see where you are. We do it as coaches here with a thing called HRV, heart rate variability, and it will be checking our resting heart rate in the morning over a period of a week, and on a daily basis over a longer extended period of time, and it gives us an indication then on what type of training session we should undertake for that day. If it's going to be a normal heavy session, or it could be a lighter session, or it could be a day that we just actually rest. So that can be a simple thing that people can just do, check their resting heart rate. And obviously blood pressure is a huge thing, because it plays into number 1 and number 2.
And point number 4 is blood work. I think it's recommended you should go to the doctor, get your bloods tested maybe twice a year. You see in the fitness industry these days, there are all these kind of supplements being pushed at you, advertised to be sold, that this will help sleep, this will help you recover, this will help protein synthesis, all these things. Like, you could be even taking a multivitamin or anything like that, but how would you know what you need to take if you don't know what your bloods are like? If you're not deficient in something, why are you taking a supplement for it? And without getting your bloods tested, you won't know what you are deficient in or which is okay. And so even like that, if people aren't eating enough fish, omega fish oils would be the best thing to take. Apart from that, like, you have to go get your bloods done, just see what you're deficient in, see what you can improve on. It's going to help performance, it's going to help all the rest of these things, these stress markers, your sleep markers, and your resting heart rate.
And that's really, really important, guys. You know, the bonus point there, train as hard as you can recover. So that's very, very important. You can be killing yourself in the gym, but if you're not recovering, not getting the adequate nutrition, the adequate sleep, bringing your stress levels down, getting yourself into that parasympathetic system, which is your rest and recovery. Remember, a lot of the time when we're high stress during that fight or flight, we want to come out of that system, we want to get into the parasympathetic system and get our body back into rest and recovery. So you can train as hard as you can recover. Again, that resting heart rate, like I said, using something like a HRV system just to track will give you good guidelines. But when you look at health markers, think of it from our standpoint. You can do the exact same before you ever take a journey into changing your lifestyle. Look at your stress levels, number one. Look at your sleep pattern, number two. You can measure all these. Look at your get your blood pressure checked. Check your resting heart rate in the morning. And as I said, Vinny was saying there, get your blood works done by a doctor just to see deficiencies within your blood and within your body. And if you like what you hear, guys, you'll find us on peakperformanceplanning.com. We're on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channel. Hashtag We Are Peak. Thanks for listening, and I hope that video was informative. That's a really, really important topic these days. Health markers are really, really important. We can't stress that enough between us coaching clients every day. And as I said, every one of us here would be really looking at number one. It is such a massive player, and it's, as I say, that bonus point is important. And Vinny, you stress that a lot of the time. You train as hard as you can recover, so that's really, really important. You've no point killing yourself in the gym if you cannot recover from the session. Remember, listen to your body, get these things checked, and then you are going to be on a winning formula and moving forward and getting results. Okay guys, thanks for listening.